Hey guys, welcome to the second episode on the beginner series. Today we're gonna be going through setup. So I'll be going through what not to do and what you need to do to have a good posture. So how to get started on having a good posture and a good setup. So what I have here is my alignment sticks. So this orange stick here is where the ball position should be. When you stand over the orange stick, this orange stick resembles the center of my chest, the center of our stance. So our ball position and my feet and my body is in the middle of this orange stick. So first, your stance should be just about shoulder width or just wider than shoulder width. When you put your club down, when you bend your knees, I want to keep your back straight. Try not to arch your back because some people tend to arch their lower back too much. But what we want is more of a flatter lower back and just a more straighter upper back where you just pull your shoulder blade back this way. So first, have your shoulder width stance, bend your knees, keep your back straight, and I want you to hinge from the hip. So I want you to push your butt back and then keep your back straight and hinge all the way forward. Make sure you have a good hinge and knee bend. So you look like this, where the hands is just hanging just right about in front of my feet. And when you put your hands together, this is about how far your club should be. In the front view, make sure the club is in the middle of my stance. So from the front view, what we want is to have the hip just slightly in front. I want the handle of the grip to be in front of the ball position. And then you could see the left shoulder is higher than the right. And from here, you can try to see a triangle, which my arm has created. Most common ways of some people will stand incorrectly is sometimes they have too much knee bend and they stand a little too close to the ball. But what we want is just slightly relax off the knee and hinge forward with your back straight. Some people have a more rounded back where they have a good posture in their lower body and they just hunched this way. Because what we don't want is a rounded back. Or we don't want to have a arch back as well. So whereas the lower back is really arched, and you can see more of a very uncomfortable setup position. So if you have a more proper setup where your back is straight, head up, ball position is in the middle. So for a proper setup where our feet, hips, and shoulder should be all aligned to the target. So here I put down some alignment sticks where one is right in the middle of my chest and the other one is parallel with my club face. So as one in my hips, I'm going to put my club across on my shoulder. So you got to make sure all three is pointing at your target. The wrong way is there's many people who, when they set up, their feet, their hips, and their shoulders will all be misaligned. So some people will tend to have a square feet but have a more close or open hips. Or some people have their feet and hips aligned but their shoulder being close towards the target or too open. So just gotta make sure all three, your feet, hips, and shoulders, are properly aligned. So this is when you have too much weight on your heels. So with weight on your heels on the setup, you have more of a very vertical spine angle. Whereas for the other one, if you have too much weight on your toes, people tend to stand a bit further away and they have a lot of weight on their toes, and when they take the back swing, they had a feeling of they're trying to fall forward this way. So we don't want to be too much on your heels or too much on your toes. Just about the ball of your feet. So from this position, we want you to push your butt backwards more and get your weight and your chest more on top of the ball. But don't feel too much on the heels. Just feel like your weight is just about on the ball of your feet. So these are the basics of how to get yourself properly set up on the oval golf ball. Hopefully you learned something today, and catch us next time.